Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to Flip Through number 61. Hope y'all are doing well. Let's get started. So, I think last time we left off here, and we were down in the Keys for a week's vacation. So, yep, and the kids had off work, so they were actually with us this whole week instead of traveling back and forth to go to work. And yep, so this day, let's see. This is like a takeout menu from like whenever I go to a restaurant anywhere I'm at. I always try to get a business card or their takeout menu or something to put in here as ephemera because I think it's interesting, like later on to look back and see the prices. Excuse me, my dog's digging to China on my bed again. Thank you. Just to see the prices, just to have the memory put in here and all that. So there's just an idea for you. I collect ephemera wherever I go. So on this day here, we went back to the tattoo place and my son got his first tattoo. He had turned 18 in the beginning of this year, and we are just a tattooed family. I mean, I've said it before, some people like tattoos, some people don't, some people really don't, and that's okay. It's, whatever floats your boat, And so he had been wanting a tattoo, and we had always told our kids, when you turn 18, you're an adult and you can make the decision for yourself. So what my son ended up getting is this dragon here. And the tattoo artist drew it out from a picture of my husband's back because my husband on either side of his spine has these dragons. And they're much bigger. I mean, my husband's dragons are a foot long or more. I don't even know. They're huge. And they're all colored in dark. They're all black. But my son decided to get this one, and it's a little modified because it's smaller, and it's on his right arm, like shoulder area, upper arm area. And he had it shaded in. So it came out really nice, and he did a good job on his first tattoo. And, okay. And, oh yeah, before we went and got his tattoo, we went out house hunting again. And we went and saw a couple of homes, they're all on canals, the ones that we see are on canals. And we just didn't see anything appealing. So anyway, the hunt continues. And then that's when we also went out to lunch because it was just a busy day of house hunting, and we knew we had an appointment to go get my son's tattoo, so we went and had lunch. I wasn't all that hungry, so I just had soup. And then my daughter actually had key lime alligator. And if you've never had alligator, it's very good. I enjoy it. My kids enjoy it. When my husband could eat, he enjoyed it. And so, yeah, it might sound odd, but we eat alligator here. And yeah, so she had alligator. My son just had a Philly cheesesteak, and I just had soup because, like I said, I wasn't hungry that day. And then we went to go get his tattoo. And then I found this. Isn't that gorgeous? I love sugar skulls. I just think they're so pretty. I'm not a skull, kind of person really, but yeah, I love these. I just think they're so beautiful, and they came in so many different colors. And so, yeah, when I saw it at a gift store or a gift shop, I just had to pick it up and stick it in my book. So that was that. And then more house hunting. So my husband and I went out early, and actually the kids just stayed home because there was one property that the day before we weren't able to go into the house to see it. And yeah, it was a no-go. So yeah, the prices are just like super high to me, mainly because they're waterfront properties, meaning they're on canals that either go out, well, in our case, they go out to the bay, to the like Florida Bay. And so anyhow, the prices are like super high and they're just climbing. That's why my husband wants to get in on an investment if he possibly can. And the thing that just really stinks is because they are waterfront, the prices are so high, but yet the houses like need a total gut job. I mean, ugh. So yeah, it was a little disappointing. But anyway, yeah, that'll continue. Oh yeah, and then when we got home, we did end up putting an offer on one of the places we had seen. And they actually rejected our offer, which I think was a poor decision on their part. Well, we'll see what happens. The house hunting saga shall continue. Then this day here, our Uncle Noble passed away, and behind here, this is like an envelope I have. Behind here is pictures of him and his wife. Yeah, so he is now surrounded by the Lord's glory. And, it's so, I don't know how to explain it. It's so peaceful, I think, when you know that a person, is a believer in Christ and you know that you're going to see them again one day. And he was a wonderful example of a godly man and a godly husband and father. So he will be greatly missed. But we still rejoice, we still rejoice. And then this day here, it was Sunday and we actually came home from the Keys. So on this day here, look, I mean, we came home and we hadn't gotten our mail. And I came home to this lovely art postcard from Australia. So cool. I love getting mail from other countries. I love getting mail from anybody really, but who doesn't, right? And it was from a lovely subby Karen, and I had also shown this on one of my ramble sessions, I think. And yeah, it's just a beautiful card, and she wrote me a beautiful little note on it. And I just think it's so special. It really is special, and I treasure that. We got home from the Keys this day, and then after we got home, put everything away, whatever, I had shopping time with Beauty Queen, and yeah, poor Sunshine. He was like a little bit chapped with us because it was like a girls' day out, and he wanted to go because he wanted to collect Pokemon. So yeah, no, sorry, it was a girls' day out. So we went to Forever 21 and got her a bunch of different outfits. And yep, and then we went and had a snack at a restaurant together, and then we came home. And then Beauty Queen's Rush Week started this week. I think it actually started this evening. And she was so excited and nervous at the same time. And I have mixed views on sororities. I was never in a sorority myself, mainly because by the time I was a junior in university, I was married. So I didn't have a need for a sorority. And so my daughter, she's always just wanted to try to be in a sorority. And again, like I said, I have mixed feelings about it because I don't know. Anyway, she's really thrilled about it. And so she was rushing all week long. So she was up at the school every day of the week, starting on this day, which was Sunday. And the campus is like an hour away from here. And that's without any traffic. So she commutes every single day, 2 or more hours round trip. Anyhow, so then I put in this little quote about, people ask why I'm in a sorority. And, yeah, because I mean, the stereotype of a sorority is like, party girls and, junk like that. But my daughter was really interested just in making connections with other young women and all that kind of stuff. So she, and just having that feeling of belonging, so she was very excited for that. And the first evening went really well. I don't even think she got home until like 1 a.m. I don't think. So anyway, so that was that. And then this day here, I was home alone because my daughter was up at Rush Week. My son had been called into work. This was the last week before summer vacation was over and the poor thing got called into work. So I was home all alone all day. And yeah, I began the day as usual. Coffee and my Big Handsome's love letter on the back porch. And then since I was up early to see the Gems off for their day, I made them a good breakfast, a good hearty breakfast. And Sunshine was off to work by 7:45 a.m. And then Beauty Queen, she was, driving up to her university for Rush Week. So, yep. And then I just worked on my Fibonacci and attempted to tidy up. And then this day here, oh my gosh, back to the flipping dentist. I love the dentist. He's a really sweet man, and his wife runs the office, and they're so cute and so sweet. And so yeah, we had another dentist appointment because my son had to get the other side of his mouth worked on. We're done with him. The next dentist appointment is going to be mine. Yay me. And then, so Beauty Queen was still in Rush Week. It was Tuesday, and oh my gosh, I freaked out this day. So when they're in Rush and they are with their Rho Gamma, which is like their Greek mom, so to speak, it's like a mentor, So they get into these groups with their mentor and they actually collect the girls' phones. Like the girls aren't allowed to have their phones with them. And I did not like it. I understand the reasoning behind it, but I didn't like it, especially because my daughter does have health issues. And so I worry about her all the time. And of course, I'd worry about her anyway. You know that. But so anyhow, she did get called back to about 6 houses. And so she was, the next day, I guess, or this day, she was going around to different, they call them parties, but they're not parties. They're like, I don't even know, like just getting together to get to know the girls in each of the sororities. And it got to like the afternoon and I was trying to text her to see if she was doing okay, because this day she didn't get home till 1 a.m. on Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. She didn't get home till 1 a.m. So I figured since, she had less parties this day, she would be home earlier. And so I started texting her at like 3 and I got nothing, absolutely nothing. So, oh my gosh, I started freaking out, especially by like 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and I hadn't heard from her. And yeah, so my husband and I even got in the car. We were fixing to go up to the school to find her. But then we ended up not going. And then when we got back home, I ended up calling the school and finding out that the event was still going on. So that made me feel a little bit better. But yeah, I'm such a spaz. I can't help it. So then I'm going to stop on these pages. So this day here, this is a song called Call on Jesus by Nicole Mullen. It's a beautiful song. I was, again, home alone. And so I was working on my Fibonacci and listening to praise music on my Pandora. And it was a bit of a rough day because I was worried about my Big Handsome. He was going in for his follow-up appointments. And unfortunately, the shots he had had a few weeks ago didn't do anything to help. And now they want to try to do the shots again, but this time going from the back, from his back. And oh my gosh. Yeah. So my husband is now officially a guinea pig and I'm not happy about it, but what can I do, So yeah, I sat home and worked on my pages and listened to praise music all day and trying to relax. On this day here, I drew this girl, and I really love the way she came out. The picture doesn't do her justice, because I just photocopied it onto copy paper. But yeah, much needed stress relief, because it takes me about 3 hours or so to completely finish a painting of a girl. I enjoy painting girls, whimsical girls. It just takes my mind off of everything, and I love experimenting, and I'm very new to it. I think I started painting girls, or at least attempting to draw girls back in March, I think. And so, yeah, a lot of stuff went into her: acrylic paint, Sharpie, Poscas, colored pencils, charcoal pencils, Inktense pencils. And yeah, so I had a lot of fun doing her, painting her. I think you guys have already seen a picture of her, the original picture of her, because it would have been in a ramble session that you've already seen. Anyway, yeah, it was so nice to just sit there and work on her. So, yeah, I still need a lot more practice, and, but I love it. I love the way she came out. So, yeah, I think I'll leave you guys there, and I will thank you for sharing your time with me. And I hope y'all are having a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will catch you later.